fish. Can we land it? Oh yeah. This could be a new species for me. Careful about how I land it. Yeah, I think that's a spotted. Not a largemouth, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Aha! First fish. Look at fighting wounds on the side of him there. Got a little scar. Do a double gainer. Oh, perfect execution. Did you see that? He was like double gainer, straight in, swam off. Awesome. Oh, here we go. We are in Alabama. Minimal gear. We got a guide to get us on the water because I didn't bring my boat. We came down here because we're going to the Majestic Caverns. We're gonna do like a cooking class with a bunch of other influencers, but we wanted to get on the water. And it's a breezy, warmish day here in the spring in Alabama, and crappie are spawning, so we're gonna try to get some. We stopped kind of randomly at Bullets Bait and Tackle to pick up fireballs and stuff for crappie fishing. We were just gonna fish from the dock, but Hog Wild Crappie guy here, they told us like, hey, give him a ring. If you're gonna rent a boat, might as well go. He'll get you on the spot. So that's the plan. Get on the spot and get it done. And I got John with me because the whole cooking in the Majestic Caverns will be a little bit hard doing the whole show thing at the same time. And I thought it'd be fun to get him out of the office. Right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
These fish right now, they're kind of in a weird pattern. You got some fish that are up on the bank spawning, some that have already spawned, moved out, some that are still moving in, so they're real scattered out. So we'll do our best to catch a few.
These are wigglers that we make.
Wigglers?
Yeah. Just a crappie slash right for small bass springtime.
Huh.
Little set.
That's kind of the color I had on right there.
Yeah, let's try that one then. Try one of these guys. I haven't used my darker ones here. Blue Midnight. And a little fireball. Let's see what we can do.
We call it shooting docks or skipping a jig is what we call it.
Yep.
If you hit it just right, you see how you can skip it just like a rock?
Oh. Did you go side or under when you just did it? You went side?
No, I went straight up and down. Yep.
Like that?
Yep.
I really like this technique, so I thought I'd go a little more in depth for you so you can see exactly what we're doing. You got your jig head like this, and you're gonna pinch it by the jig head. That way you don't end up hooked up. You don't wanna pinch it some other way so that it pulls through your fingers and it ends up hooked on you when you do it. You pinch it by the jig head, the hook is up, and then you load up the rod. You get your finger on your line and flip open your bail, draw it back and load up your rod for action. And as you can see, I got a can underneath there as if it's underneath the dock by about 5 feet. And then I just let it, there you go. Master this and you'll be a pro level at pulling fish out from underneath the dock, which is a great place to catch fish. Just whatever you do, I wouldn't recommend trying this with a treble because as soon as you let her rip, that treble's gonna set the hook on the biggest fish catch of the day. That's not gonna be a fun thing for you.
All right, yeah, so what kind of species are here?
We have the largemouth bass, the spotted bass. Crappie, we have the white crappie, black crappie, and we have a hybrid. Then we have the 3 catfish species, the flat, the channel, the blue. Then we have all the brim species like everybody has everywhere. That's pretty much it as far as game fish. My jig right there. All these little specks through here, that's all crappie.
Oh, really? Seems like a lot. How many would you estimate are there right now?
There's probably 50 at least.
Yeah.
That's a little one. I don't even know if that one's legal. Whew. She's legal, but barely.
There it is. Nice. What's your PB?
On this lake, I caught it about a month ago. It was 274.
I tried to use the wigglers for a little while because I haven't actually caught a crappie on one. I've caught a couple other fish on them since we launched these, but I really wanted to catch a fish down here on one, or specifically the crappie because I caught the spotted. But it wasn't meant to be, and Ryan, our guide, kept catching them on live bait, so I decided to finally put them away for a minute and switch over to what was working, because the bite was a little slow. When the bite's fast, you'll be able to reel and fish every cast with the soft plastics, but if they're not biting because it's mid-afternoon like this, and you put some live bait on, there's always one that's going to be a taker.
There we go. Oh, yeah.
They're really good.
Here, let me get the net real quick. Guess I should have been more prepared.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
You got them?
Yeah, he's good. It looked pretty good cooked.
Nice.
Now that took 2 seconds. We put a minnow on there, and now we got a nice looking crappie. Oh, look, he's got some war wounds too.
I like it.
Now we got dinner or breakfast. Are we doing crappie for breakfast with crappie crepes?
I say we just eat only fish, you know, with
Only fish for 3 days. There we go.
You want 'em?
There we go. Nice. About the same size as the last one. Well, we're trying to like promote these. So we're being silly, not using what catches.
oh, that one looks even bigger.
It is. It's a little bit bigger. There's his minnow right there. So they're pretty much all around it.
There we go. There we go.
You want 'em?
There we go. Nice.
Nice.
There we go. I don't know. I think those ones in Seven Tree Pond I keep catching are bigger.
Think so?
Yeah. Yeah, but I only ever catch one at a time. Like they're so sparse in there.
Oh, okay.
What is that? That's different.
Yeah, it was. So that is a spot.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I caught this morning.
There's not very many largemouth in this lake.
Oh, really? Cool. Now that we... Oh, that was sick. Oh, that's so cool. That was so cool that he jumped back out like that. That's
Right there. Let's see.
So you can see the two objects there. The top one is the sinker. So I know when that fish comes out and grabs that minnow, if that fish comes up and I see that sinker do this, I know the fish is on it. Since you
Okay.
can't see-
Well, I think it's the biggest of the day. I'm just gonna say that now.
That is pretty good.
Oh, right there.
There you go.
Oh, go nice with the crepes
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah, that's a big fish, whatever it is. Yeah. Bring them back this way? All right. Not near as big as I thought it was. To me, that's about the perfect size eating fish, 9 to 11 inches.
Yep. There we go.
Got them that time.
Yep. Ooh,
Another good one.
another good one. Sure. Oh yeah.
Might have beaten you with that one.
We'll just say yours is the biggest.
Thank you. I need this.
Yeah, let's go try some. It was a pretty good afternoon of fishing. We did really well considering the bite was kind of turned off in the mid-afternoon when we decided to go out, but that was the time that we had. And I do love going out with the guides. There's nothing quite like fishing with somebody that's better at fishing than you. A little disheartening when they're always ripping lips and catching more fish than you, but if you pay attention to what they're doing and you're humble, you learn something new and you can add that to your abilities and level up instead of just being disheartened. Look at that one.
See it good?
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And you should come too, John.
Okay, coming.
All right, I'm gonna go get a bucket. That's good enough, John, thanks. We caught, I think, a few more than 4, but we only got just so much time to eat them here, so I thought 4 would be enough. Actually, it's probably gonna be more than enough. Let's cook some crappie. We even got some more baits, so we can come back out here later. That he left us with a couple baits and a little brim that we caught. See if we can turn that into a catfish for another video. All right, there we go. Today's video is brought to you by Songfinch. Songfinch allows you to make songs for loved ones, friends, special occasions. Whew, man, was it hard. It's not hard. Songfinch makes it easy, but the topic I chose just about killed me, like in a good way. Like I sat down and I decided for Mother's Day, I'm gonna write a song for my mom. And, well, I can barely even talk about it. So like, with Songfinch, you go and it gives you these fields to fill out, and you choose your style of music you want. Then you choose the artist in that style. I chose Christian music and an artist, and then asked if you want a genre, like is it a story of your relationship? You know, if it was a romance, maybe it was a story of how you guys met, stuff like that. As I sat there, I spent, I think, 2 hours. It doesn't have to take that long, honestly. If you didn't care to, you just write in a bunch of stuff about, you know, these 3 different fields of, you know, write in 600 words or 300 words or whatever it was about somebody, you know, in your time together and things like that, and they build a song for you. So if you're not super, you know, really good with the tongue and linguistics, don't worry about it. They will take care of that. You just write from the heart. And so that's what I did, and I barely made it through it. Like 2 hours later, I'm just in tears, and I haven't listened to the song yet, okay? So we're gonna listen to the song for the first time, and then I'm gonna call my mom, and we're gonna listen to it with her. And I don't know if they're very private, my mom and my dad, you know, they're like, my dad's favorite saying is, a fool in his face is seen everywhere. He doesn't, you know, he's not making fun of me, but he just doesn't like to be seen, you know, so like, they're not super into being on camera all that often. That's why you rarely ever see them in my videos, just for a glimpse, right? So let's open it up for the first time after all that work that I put into this, you know, heartfelt, pouring out, and just thinking about my mom and, you know, all that she put into adventures, taking us on adventures. I just typed my whole heart out in there and all that when it came to, you know, filling out those fields. And now they've built me a song and I get to listen to it. So, yes, your song is ready. Listen to your song. I'm a huge sucker for like romantic comedies. Like I cried at Cool Runnings. You know, I cried in so many different movies. I mean, I don't cry in an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
I know now why you cry.
Oh, okay, so they already I didn't pick the title, they did. So the title is Proud of You. I mean, who doesn't want to hear that, right? From 2 minutes and 39 seconds.
You taught me from so young that life with Jesus was fun. And everything was a big adventure because I felt my parents' love. And you let me become the creative child that I was. Just the way that God wanted me to be, free to swim and to laugh and to run. You never gave up on me, even when I struggled so much to read. 'Cause you pushed and you fought for me, just the way that Jesus did. I'm only how I am 'cause you raised me. I'm only how I am 'cause you showed me God. Told me that I was enough, and I know that it's all only because of you. That's why I'm so so proud of you. I don't know where I'd be if it weren't for you praying for me. You believed when I wouldn't, gave me love when I didn't deserve it. Taught me how to put all of my prayers in the little yellow box and wait. And as God would answer one by one, my faith grew every day. I'm only how I am 'cause you raised me. I'm only how I am 'cause you showed me God. Told me that I was enough. And I know that it's all only because of you. That's why I'm so proud of you. Oh, I want more than just money from that show. I want Jesus, 'cause you never let me go. Now every day we can live with victory and live a life of adventure just like you showed me. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, Mom.
Wow. And talked about the little yellow box for the, why that hits with me, and you guys are like, yellow box, it says little yellow box. Growing up, we didn't have a lot at times, and we prayed, and we put the prayer requests in a little yellow box, and that's what, showed me, God was real, and seeing those answered. We'd sit down to a meal and have, nothing to eat, and I prayed, put it in the box, and somebody knocks on the door and said, God told us to bring you Ted's Pizza, our favorite pizza in the world. There's something like that. It was just amazing things, that seeing prayers getting answered, and the testimony of my parents that led me to be where I am today, and to be able to write a cool song for my mom like this when I have no musical capability, and I can write down my heart and my feelings, and then to be able to share that with my mom. So this is pretty cool. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. You ready for your surprise?
Yes.
Are you sitting down or somewhere? Where's Dad?
Why does it just have to do with death?
What?
Why do I have to sit down?
No, it doesn't have to do with death. Meet your new grandson. No, just kidding. Now, Dad's gonna play the song I wrote for you.
Oh my goodness.
I never got it, Zach.
He never got it.
You sent a message back that said, I got it.
I gotta go online to get it?
You just click the link in the email.
Is a link like a paperclip?
I got it.
It's a digital paperclip, sure.
You taught me from so young that life with Jesus was fun. You never gave up on me.
Oh, brother, thanks a lot, Zach. How to make your parents fall.
My prayers in the little yellow box and wait. God would answer one by one. My faith grew every day. I'm only how I am 'cause you raised me from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Mom.
That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I want more than the money from the show.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of a funny line. Well, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. When is Mother's Day?
I don't know. In 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm early. But instead of your card is in the mail.
Your song is in my heart.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You get to keep it forever until
Are
I
you
make
going to send it to me on my phone?
Yes, I will.
So that I can play it over and over?
Yeah, sure.
I like the tune. I like that.
Yeah, so it was from Songfinch, our sponsor for today's video. All right. I'll talk to you later when I'm not on camera and stuff like that. And everybody's lurking in the background.
If Joe's right there, tell him I love him.
Mom says she loves you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
How do you hang this thing up?
I'm supposed to say check out that link in the description below for Songfinch if you want to make something special or a special moment for somebody. Can't recommend it highly enough. Let's get on with the rest of the video and then the rest of the adventure. Woo! After a little bit of research and doing a store run, I had all the ingredients I needed to do this fish cook. I just needed some energy. Crappie is one of my favorite fish to catch, clean, and cook because of, well, it's fun to catch, it cleans really easily with a good chunk of meat that comes off every fillet, and when it comes to the cooking side of it, there's a nice flavor to it. It's not too fishy, it's not too soft. It's just an all-around good fish. I give it a 9.5 on the catch, clean, and cook scale. That's hot. That's hot. It is 7:49 here. It's 8:49 at home. We've traveled through time, so it's getting late. And Ryan gave us the idea of making what do you call it? Like, kind of like a crab cake, but with our crappie. And I had already had the idea to make crepes, like a savory crepe. So we're gonna make some crappie crab cake balls. Crappie balls, and put those in a savory crepe. And we got some really cool ingredients, like the ones that we did buy, ingredients wise. We got some cute little quail eggs, egg, mayo, and our own homemade tartar sauce with the quail egg mayo. So let's get on it. Let's see what we got in the cupboards to season. Because we're doing everything here with the stuff from the Airbnb outside of the groceries that we bought. It looks like we got some paprika. We got some Slap Your Mama, because this is the South. Chili powder. More chili powder. Maybe a little chili powder we could use. Oh, look at that. Shrimp and crab oil. It smells like varnish. I don't know that we're going to use that in anything. It's interesting. I've never heard of that before. This one reminds me a bit of a, if you haven't used Old Bay before, it reminds me of like using like a little bit of a chicken brothy flavor, but probably like a seafood brothy flavor, because it, and that you get from it. So if you want like to add some of that meaty broth flavor by just adding a seasoning salt, I like this. And then this one's got a little bit of a kick to it and more of a garlic forward, so maybe we'll use that one. I do like a little bit of a kick. Let's see, do we got a whisk? We got a whisk. For doing our mayonnaise. Aha! We got a mixer thing. This is coming together. Oh, look at that, we can be fancy, and I use the lemon squeezer because we're gonna need to add some lemon. I think our next step is, did we burn the breadcrumbs? Oh, man. We kind of did a crummy job of toasting our bread. Rub them together and get that darker stuff off. There, we got the burnt stuff off. We can turn the rest of that into breadcrumbs. I'll put them in the oven and bake them a little bit longer. We'll do some of the other stuff. All right, for our mayonnaise, our quail egg mayonnaise, I don't know if this is gonna work. I question the results of this. Oh my goodness. They're almost too cute to eat. Look at that. Whoop. They don't come out of there very easily. I think it's gonna take all of these just to make enough to make our tartar sauce and the crappie balls. Who thought this was a good idea? These things are obnoxious. Alright, go for an even 10. Here it is.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna do that. Oh. Oh.
Nailed it. Oh, just got me in the face. Oh, she's shooting everywhere.
Flip it all the way around? Or?
Yeah, but there's no holes in the side. You would think that that's how it goes, but maybe it's not a lemon squeezer. Mustard's got a fancy label, so it must be fancy. Mayo. Use a marksman. And then lightly add the I gotta plug this thing in over here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Speed. Alright, there we go. Whiskey business. Whiskey business. There we go. We got it. Maybe a touch more mustard. There we go. This is taking forever. I should have done this in the blender before I did the mayonnaise. I just fell in love with like doing chopping in my bowl.
And it feels so good. So good.
There's so much faster ways to doing this. Paprika, a little bit of chili powder, slap your mama. This is a farce. Nailed it. All right, perfect. So, on our cutting board, we will chop some of our meat up. Once again, I chose the harder way of doing it here. Instead of a food processor or something, which we don't have. We could put them in the juicer, but I'm not sure what the result would. I'm pretty sure the result of putting these in the juicer would not be a good idea. Should I not be saying it like that? Crappy balls?
It's weird for me every time I do
Is
that.
it? I didn't mean for it to be weird, and the reason I chose to make these crappy patties into crappy little round crappy balls because we're doing the solo stove pizza cooking thing. So I wanted to have something to put on it that we caught here in the south. I wasn't able to find any mushrooms down here. We went and hoofed it around in the bush a little bit, and our guide once again told us that our delusions of grandeur were pure fantasy, that this area doesn't have it and we'd have to go 3 hours north. But I digress. The whole point of the ball instead of a patty is, since there's going to be inside of a crepe thing, I wanted the flavors of our sauce, our tartar sauce and things to go in and around it a lot. So each bite you kind of like single out one, crappy ball of flavor with a bit of tartar sauce and the arugula and the crepe. And it would have been weird to have like 3 discs that were large as opposed to like 12 little balls of fried crappy flavor. I can't even say it with a straight face.
I know it's a crappy deal, buddy, but that's all you got.
Warm milk. Two eggs. But since some bonehead like myself had the idea of quail eggs, it's gonna be 6 eggs. So cute. Quarter cup of water. Another 3 dozen quail eggs. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1/4 teaspoon now it's done, but we've introduced a whole bunch of air, so all those bubbles will ruin it. And it'll rip apart a lot more if we don't let it sit for an hour. Now, if you happen to be somebody that makes soft plastics, you might have a vacuum chamber. You stick this in the vacuum chamber, you get the bubbles out. If not, you gotta wait for a little bit. But we're gonna wait the minimal. While we're cooking our crappie balls, we'll just let this chill in the fridge. And then, and some of the bubbles will come out of it. We'll probably get a good 30 minutes of chill on it that way. We got our crappie balls ready to cook. Put our breadcrumbs in there. Our mayo. Unlike other things you want to taste as you go, right? So you can trust your palate, but this is raw fish. So we're gonna give that a taste to make sure we got it right. No, we're not gonna do that. That would give you worms. Then you'd have to drink all of this Bragg's apple cider to make sure you get rid of your parasites. And no parasites for me. Yeah! Really burns going down. Toss that in the freezer so they firm up while we are making our last thing before we can go to Cooktown, which is our tartar sauce. So these are really nice pickles, so they're not super wet. But whenever I make tartar sauce at home, more often than not, I don't buy a fancy pickle, an artesian pickle of some sort. I just buy like a classic dill pickle, and they're really wet. So I put them in a paper towel to wring it out, because you don't want to make a tartar sauce that's just a slop, you know, that's just a juice mess. So we'll get some of the juice out of these too. Get a little bit, squeeze that out. Put that in there. Get some capers.
And it feels so good. So good.
A little bit chunky, especially for something like this, is so nice. You don't want to overdo it and then have like a really fine, just a green soup that you're dipping your, as your tartar sauce. You want the little bites of explosions of flavor from the pickle, mixing with the mayonnaise. It'll be good. There we go. We'll add our mayonnaise. The fun thing is, like, look, our crepes and our mayonnaise look almost the same. It's because they...
That is fun.
Isn't that fun? Well, sparks. Oh, there we go. Works just fine. We're using canola oil. So I've done a crepe before at home. Sweet ones for my kids and the wife, and made them a delicious breakfast once. The trick is to getting it hot enough that, not so hot that it burns before it goes all around the pan, because then you'll end up with separation and breaking apart when you try to roll it up and do things with it. You want it soft enough, and so it's got to cook slow enough that you can get it spread around the entire pan, but not so slow that it never finishes cooking. And when you can tell it's hot enough, ow, it's hot. That's how you tell. Too hot.
Something with the bubbles around the edges or something, I remember when my grandmother would cook them.
I remind you of your grandmother?
You do, it's the beard.
It seems pretty dense. I'm liking that. I'm happy with this.
Oh wow, look at that.
There we go. I think we nailed it.
That's some nice form to it.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. There's our first one. Nice golden color there. A little bit of brown spots here and there, nice and soft still, so we can fold stuff into it. We'll set that to the side and do another one. That might have been a good one. Let's see. Ooh, oh, I saw a crack. Wok ready here. Hello. my first fail. It was too cooked. There we go. It feels like it's stuck together really well too. Alright, so now we got enough. We got 2 each and a couple broken ones. Too soon. There we go. Listen to him. You hear him? They're talking. They're saying, eat me. There, like that. And we have some arugula, red onions for some sweetness. And now our little fellas, just gonna place them all on their tartar. I kind of overdid it, didn't I? How'd they do it in at the store?
I don't know.
They were like, they wrapped it up like a wedge, a triangle. Here, I got an idea. There. All right, so clearly my creping and wrap packing has something to be desired, but it really looks good. Look at the little, crappie balls. Ready? Say grace. Lord, thank you for the fish and the adventure. Bless the rest of it in Jesus' name, amen. You ready?
I think so. I'm not gonna.
John's been against this the whole time because he does not want the whole breakfast crepe thing.
I mean,
It's like doesn't feel right.
I don't know. I was questioning it in general. I think I gotta eliminate some. I gotta just
Take some out. Pretty good.
The crappie balls are quite good. But I need a.
Yeah, just let it fall out until you get it up and going. Mine's working. I got it kind of held like a burrito. The buttery crepe is pretty good. I almost wonder if it could have benefited from some chopped cherry tomatoes, just a little more sweetness. You know?
Balance the saltiness of the crappie.
And I think I was right about the ball thing, because you're able to take a bite and get one per bite, kind of as you're going.
I don't
Here, you
even
grab the lid.
teamwork on that.
Teamwork.
Because these crepes are buttery.
Yeah.
My fingers are
You're
are
feeling it?
oil and butter and yeah.
Yep.
But I don't really taste the crepes is the thing. With everything else going on in there, like when you eat a burrito, you really taste like the flour tortilla. I don't taste this. I prefer the texture of a crepe to a burrito wrap. But
Yeah, it's lighter.
I haven't tasted the crepe.
The hot sauce really adds to it. I like that.
Okay. I always like a little hot sauce.
I was thinking about saving the rest of those for the pizza and trying out, a pizza with like 3 different categories on it. See what happens. And do a little bit of tasting.
Okay.
See if I can't make a pizza taste good with fish on it. That sounds like a challenge, huh?
I mean, yeah, the Ninja Turtles never
Well,
came around on it.
You put anchovies on this thing and you're in big trouble, okay?
and we're gonna finish up munching. Maybe we'll just eat a little bit more here and then go to bed so we can get up and go do our next adventure here down in Alabama.
We're not gonna go night fishing for catfish?
We are, but if that were successful, they'll have to watch that in the next video.
Oh.
Or there's a little random clip of that. Because I want to make fried catfish burgers. And it'll be the solo stove one for the next one. Wild pizza in the caves of Magic, whatever they are.
Majestic Caverns.
Majestic Caverns. Formerly known as...
DeSoto?
I was going to say something that rhymed with Shia LaBeouf, but I don't know.
It's not that.
No, it's not. DeSoto Caverns, but...
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, I don't know, I just thought it rhymed with Shia LaBeouf.
What do you think rhymes? What rhymes with Shia LaBeouf?
The Shia Caverns?
No, that doesn't rhyme. It's not rhyming.
Shivrins? I don't know. Anyways, before I sound any more ignorant, I'm going to turn this off. I'm tired. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Give it a try. Experiment with stuff. Have fun out there. And we'll see you guys later. Fowler and John out.
Fly LaPuff.
I picked a bad Shia LaBeouf. It's like doesn't really rhyme with anything. That's it. Rough stuff.
Rough stuff LaBeouf.
Rough stuff.
Yeah, that's what they used to call me in college. Because of my fury.
I guess I was thinking because I watched that movie where they were like Civil War-y stuff, and so I was thinking of Shiloh because we're in the South.
Okay.
And then Shia LaBeouf, and it got me really far away from
all turned around.
The real name.
We're tired.
Which I will never be able to remember now that I've just ruined it for myself by saying a bunch of foolish things.
Luckily you got me here.
Yeah. Even a fool is wise if he keeps silent. When he closes his lips, he is considered prudent. There's your piece of wisdom for the day.
Can't even see the screen.
Is it even?
It's recording.
It's recording.
We've been recording this whole time.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm cutting.
It's a good year. Yeah. Here, you can have the whole this crepe there.
Oh.
Make a little.
Really?
Yeah, you get the one without the hole in it.
This is all we got.
No sweetness otherwise.
We didn't even think to do sweet.
A little sugar. Bring out that sweetness. A lot of sugar. Wish we had thought to get whipped cream. That just seems like so good right now.
I think.
Oh, and some powdered sugar on the outside would have been great.
What if we just blended butter into the whole milk? Is that a thing
No,
people do?
I don't think so.
Isn't that just buttermilk?
That's pretty good. It kind of hits that sweet tooth.
We got it. You want a little chili powder?
No.
Okay.
How do you hang this thing up?
Oh my goodness. Well, Mom said I could put it in there, so as you can see there's a little clip from her and she was super touched. She's like excited to have it on her phone so she can listen to it all the time, and man, I'm gonna listen to it here and there again, and just when I remember her and want to think of her and pray for them. And since they've moved out west, I don't get to see my folks nearly as much, so this has been a really special moment for me as well. Thank you so much, Songfinch, for reaching out to us. And if you guys want to make a special moment for somebody, check out that link in the description below.